In the last video, we have shown you how to integrate REST APIs into the Flutter, and we were pretty much successful, but you're not able to see the API call, right? So in this video, I'll just show you. Whenever I press this call API button, which is there in our main screen, if you can see, we are calling one API which is get dishes, right? And that's storing a string to this dishes variable, and we are then putting it into the text variable. Okay, so that's very simple. We are getting the data from here, and after that we set state the data and putting it over here. Okay, so let's try this. We press the call API button, we're waiting for some time, and we get the widget, right? We also can apply the loaders, right? So we can do something like loaders. Let's do loader, right? Yeah, also add loader in the last video, right? Okay, so I will add the loader in the next part, right? So firstly, you can see we have the dishes, the list of dishes in our array. This array format, I will show you how to add this into the what is called its model, right? So in this part, we are going to add in the model, and finally we are going to create a widget using the REST API. Okay, so now going for the model, you already see I have my model ready. It's a bit of a complex model. You can make a simple model too. So right now you can see we have certain things and things, right? So let me remove the few things so it makes you very easy for you. Okay, just ignore this part too, ignore this part also, and this is not worth it right now. Okay, so you can see we have a very simple model. It takes the name. As you can see, we have a name parameter, then we have a meal underscore type parameter, which is meal type parameter. This is a variable name, this is a parameter name. Okay, so I was confusing. So you can see we have name, we are mapping that with the JSON of name. We have meal type, we are mapping that with the meal underscore type. So I recommend you to like use the same name, so it will be more easy. So description is description, ingredients is ingredients, image is image, created ad is created ad, dishes ID, user ID, vote is liked, username, and everything you can find over here. If you can see, we have ingredients, we have image, we have created ad, we have dish ID, we have created ad, we have then after this we have the diets. So this is basically diets. We don't need the diets right now. I can see, scroll right now. So this is what it is, right? Yeah, so this is our model. So how the model basically works, model is nothing but a class. Okay, and each class has few parameters, which is like as I showed you, name, meal, time, description, and ingredients. Then we create a constructor for that, which is this, and from function we create two main functions. Right now you need only this one, which is from JSON. This function, what this function do is takes the map, which is JSON map of string dynamic, and convert it and put the value into the our model. So it is very simple. If you can see the code, it takes the value from JSON and take the name and put it into the name, then meal type to the meal type, description to description, ingredients to ingredients, image to image, and that's moving forward, right? That's very simple concept. You will not need this way right now because we don't want to send the response back to the API. So that's when we use it. Okay, so right now we can just move forward with this from JSON. Ignore this part. Okay, so now you can see we have created this function, but this is in the class, right? We can't access it directly. So for that we created one static outside the class function, which we can use directly, which is this is from JSON. So what we take is a string is the response we get, right? We got this response as a string, right? So we'll take this response, then we will put we will create a list of dishes, because this is one list model, this is not list of, and we have list. As you can see, there's a square bracket, which means there are multiple dishes coming in the API. So for using that, we will use this function, which is very easy to understand if you break it down. Right now it seems like very complicated, but if you break it down, it's gonna be easy, right? So for that, what you have to do, first we will return, this function will return a list of dishes. Okay, that's been simple. This is the function name, and this is the parameter it's taking. Okay, if I make you it very little bit easier for you, I will just elaborate it for you, and we'll do this, and now you can see it's pretty much more clear now. Okay, from JSON, yeah. Okay, now as you can see, this function, this is a function, and it returns list of dishes again from, it's taking from. So every list parameter has a from function which we can use, and we add the iterable items in that, to make create a list. Basically that's the function. What this function does, it takes the iterable elements and create a list of something, right? So that's what we are going to achieve here. So what elements we are iterable items we are going to sell is JSON decode string dot map x, right? And what we are providing, it's this jQuery string, which it will decode our JSON, which will come for the, basically it will create this one part for in the JSON, right? After that we will map that JSON for each and every element, okay, for each and every element, which means from here to the next element whenever it comes, right? So if I show you the here till here, so you can see our element first elements completes over here. So from here to here, so if I can just call the API, if you know, from here to till here, right? So that's the basic what is happening. So this is one element, which is one X element, okay, and we are iterating it for multiple items, where how many items is coming into the API, and moving and calling dish from JSON for each and every X. Okay, so now you can see why we use this. So for each element it will go in this, adds the value to the constructor and create a dish object, and that put that dish object to the list, and at the end of the all the iteration we will get the list of dishes. Okay, this is our final object. Okay, sounds fair enough. One secret, if I told you, let me show you, right? So let's open my browser, how you can create model, right? That's what I'm going to show you, right? Okay, let me let's get our API response. Okay, Control J, and what we will do is we will print our response. We'll just copy this part and drag it over here, and this. So now you will be questioning how you make this one, right? This is very lengthy in this process, but we get very easy process for this. And how you can achieve this is just one, call the API. Okay, call the API. Let me, okay, so it's as so sorry for that. So now I call the API. Okay, we are waiting for the response, I guess. Yeah. Call the API, it's success, it prints the data. Yeah, we got the data over here. Now we don't need this, right? So we got the data, so just copy the data, which still we have this, right? So this is our one dish, so we'll just copy this. Okay, now go to your lovely browser, which is, where's my browser? Yeah, here we go. So just go and type JSON to dot. You can go to the website, you can check, you can normally Google search, or you'll find that you can found this URL also. So what you have to do is go JSON to dart. Let's do a Google search to let you know and get the first link. You can also go to the second link, third link, but I think like this is very good. Paste it. Okay, you can see it's pretty much right. Sorry for that. Pasted that. Check. So now you can see, so this will, that's that. Okay, so this is what we copied from it. This is one of our element object. We can add the dish as the class name, generate. So now you can see we have the model, complete model automatically generated from this website. You can just copy this entirely. Okay, I don't, as I told you, like we don't need diets and everything right now, so we'll just copy this. We can just put it over here right now, and it will work like a for. So you can see, I think that it's, look at this, it's similar, right? It's perfectly similar. Okay, so that's how we can create a model. So after that, once you have created your model,